Alrighty, my friends. Somebody ripped off a roof from this country house and flipped them up and taped them to the side of my factory. Well, you know what I just realized, and what I didn't do is glass roof. Oh, that's cool. There we go. Make them glass roofs. That's just going to be even better. I need to get up high to do that to the top ones as well. Do I want glass roofs on top as well? I think I do. Oh, that's super cool. You can see the factory and belts from outside. Super cool. A flying drone you control. You tap the key, it switches you to a small flying drone that can build things, remove things, can hover endlessly, but can't fly too far. It would just be a massive quality of life. Maybe you could suggest that to the devs, make it a DLC or something. That sounds like a good quality of life idea. How do I remove the arrows? I feel like there's a way to make it so you don't see the arrows. I don't know what the button is for that. Okay. What do I want to do here? I want to make... So what I had said before was outer area is where my trucks deliver materials for factories. Inner area is where I make factories that are internally supplying materials. So I want to turn wires into cables. I want to build a cable factory here. So I also want to extend my overpass so I can transfer these materials. This should be, it is 3 wide, okay. Could make working with verticality much more pleasant, or something like that. Yeah, I can agree that working vertically is not the easiest thing early game. But one of the things I will say about this game is there's supposed to be a progression path. Like you start with no quality of life, and you unlock things to make your quality of life better. It sounds like you just want a creative mode, so you can skip all the annoying parts and get to the part where you just have everything unlocked. Which is a valid idea, too, that if you want to not have to deal with the annoying early game, go straight to the late game where you have stuff unlocked. Creative mode is free crafting, you don't want that. Okay. Okay, so I would be bringing my copper. How did I do this one? Okay, I had like a, yeah, I had to come down off the side of the building and come over here. So I could do something like a ramp up here or something. 2-lane. Could unlock, yeah, up corners. What do these look like? this. And I wonder if I can make some up corners to make this look good with what we just got. Like that. Are there some upside corners to make this look good? Now I'm just playing with new stuff that I have. Down corner. What does this look like? Yeah, okay, something like that. That's cool. I have not messed with these before. This is the fill-in that I was looking for that factory the other day. These little fill-in ramp pieces. Yes, yay for new stuff to play with for sure. I wonder, oh yeah, and I could fill in this probably with what I had before, which would be that, right? Yeah. That's cool. This feels a little bit like building in what was that? What was that? Space video game Argon or it started with an A that you could build ships with like pieces like this. I forgot what the name of that game was called. Aragon or Asparagon or I forget what the hell it's called. Not space engineer, not abiotic factor. Asparagus, yeah, it's totally asparagus. Do I have it on my desktop still? Okay, now I feel like y'all are gonna make fun of me for making fun of a game. Making Avorion, is that what it's called? No. Avorion, yes. This one, you build ships. You can make whatever ship you want with all these little different shapes. And I made like, you know, a Star Destroyer and stuff like that. That's what these little pieces are reminding me of. Okay, and then up inverted ramps I want. To fill in here. Yeah. Huh. It's weird. Okay, I guess it's like that. There we go. I feel like I want this piece to be... No, I think that's probably good for now. Just to make sure this ramp doesn't look too goofy. Maybe I work with... I'm not great with working with these shapes often. I'm like, get overwhelmed by what direction I need to go for what thing. What does that look like? Yeah, if I can fill in that piece, that might be cool. That. I do that there. I think so, yeah. And can I fill in this with anything? An up corner, maybe? Oh, okay, that is pretty cool. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That looks pretty cool, actually. Can I get one last piece in here? Aragorn, Return of the Ship Engineer. In short, Arse. Okay. No, it's a Vorion, okay? It's a Vorion. I think it's this. Beautiful. There we go. Nice little cool ramp. Cool runnings. A nice little ramp to bring materials down. I don't know if I'll remember how to do that build for other ramps. Maybe I should blueprint that ramp or something. Well, I feel like it's cut off here, like I have other shapes I could fit in here. Like the under part still looks a little goofy, but if I do like this, maybe. Do something like that. Doesn't look too bad. Okay. Cool. Ramp for our wires. That's going to go straight across to a new factory right here. All right. So did I do a 2-wide entrance or just a 1-wide entrance? I think I did a 1-wide entrance here. Let's have this like directly across. That would be right here. Okay. Okay, new factory. We are making cables here. Okay. How much wire do we have per minute available? 720 wire available right now. 720 a minute. Let's just make a crap ton of cables if we want. And actually, can I use my... I could probably use my build, couldn't I? I could probably use my new blueprint for this, because it's just straight wires into cables. So how would I want to do this? I probably want it to run that direction. Well, if I want more space, I probably do want to run it this direction. How much space can we work with? How much space can we work? How much space do we have to work with, I guess, is the question. Probably don't have that much space, honestly, so I probably do need to go... Yeah, I need to go that way. Okay. Good to know. It only needs to be like 3 wide, though. Or like 4 wide, I think is what we did, so... Here, here, and then make use of our blueprints. Right here, blueprint, constructor base floor. Something like that. No, I want this to be the wall right here. Like that. I think that's what I want. Come in, we have a... This will give us a little extra space, too, for outputs that I didn't have over there, since I was limited in space. That'd be good. Output up there, I'll have an extra... kind of want to go back 1 more space. Right there, I think, yeah. Right there. Okay. Cool to see the trucks toting by in the background. Yeah, my hope was eventually building all these factories in this area. This is eventually going to look like a city. Like, it's a bunch of trucks going around delivering materials, the trains coming in, dropping off stuff. We got a bunch of belts flowing between the factories. This is going to be like my factory city. Satisfactorio City-o or something. Maybe that's a little too far, actually. Let me see where the storage is going to be and how much space I would need. I feel like I might be able to back this up a little bit. Does it need this much space? Yeah, I think I can bring this all back one space, actually. So... this. All back a space. Okay, boo boo boo. It goes there, so I think I can bring it back to... No, actually, I think that's right. Right there. There? Oh, come on with the autosave lagging me out. Okay, I think that's good. I think that is good. And then the expansion over here will be modular thing here. H back over there. Put on the old song Powerhouse as a soundtrack. I don't know if I know that song, but totally. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be cables. How much wire does this need and how much cable will it do? 60 wire per minute gives me 30 cable per minute. Okay. So, how much do I have available again? I have 720. 720 divided by 60. I can make 12. Okay, I can. That's exactly what I have over here, actually. This will be turning all of my wire into cable with this build, and I think I like that. Just a straight wire to cable conversion. Is that right? 60 times 12 is 720. Yeah. Okay. Song I've probably heard a ton. It's music to accompany busy industry by. Okay. Yeah, I probably have heard it, and I just don't recognize it by the name. All right, so this is just quick. This should be a quick plug and play. Copy. Paste. 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 At least I'm finally getting some value out of using blueprints. Let's get power plugged in there. There. I'll need to get a wall with power, but let me get the top belts plugged in that I forgot to do last time. They're right here. And then bottom floor belts plugged in. Did I do that yet? I already did that. Okay, good. Okay, and so inputs will be along the back wall here. I have one input for all of these. This is going to be a lot. Let me figure out how I need to do the belts, actually. 60 per minute. So tier 1 is just exactly right. I just need 720 a minute. I'm going to need tier 4 belts bringing these. So I think what I need are 2 tier 4 belts combined from each of those. Inputting here is what we need to do. So, yes. So actually I do need to do this, where Hmm. Something like that. Try and do this in a way that won't have a gross overlap. I'm pretty sure that's going to be too short, but let's find out. Okay, that'll work. That will work. Okay. So two tier 4 belts incoming from over there to the wall that is right here. A vertical lift for a meter, yeah. Yeah. Weight is placed in the middle. It's going to be a little weird. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is have one there and... Yes, I'm going to have one there and there. That'll work. The tier 4 belt. A straight look like... Straight goes through the ladder, so that doesn't look great. Straight sometimes does not do what I want it to do. Okay, do that to that, and that'll work. And if I do straight to this, that's definitely not what I want you to do. I wish you could turn straight belts. I wish it would let you do that, but... I should just be happy that straight belts exist, because they didn't used to. The straight belt. What are you doing? Grab the belt. I'm middle-clicking the frickin' belt. Grabbing a wall. Okay, that's a little funky, but okay. The way straight connects to things is a little weird sometimes. There we go. So that should be 2 360 belts of wires there. Okay. And how am I going to bring this across? I'll bring it along the belt here, along the street that we've made for this very purpose. I'm going to need some more these guys for these long belts I'm about to make. So let's split the difference here. Split the middle, yeah. That. And that's where those will be brought in, and we're gonna combine these guys into 2 belts here. Okay. There we go. There. And there. Once this is done, we will have built 3 factories today, which is pretty awesome. Still have time to spare. Okay, there we go. And that is supplied in there. Now I just need power, and I think this is ready to go. I think. Let me get some walls built in here so I can get the power supplied. I'll probably spend some time off stream filling in a bunch of these walls that I've not completed on some of these new factories I've been making. We got a bus in the making, yeah. Yeah, we already, you know, started it with the screws. Screws and the iron plates over there. Which we have a bunch of reinforced iron plates that are just sitting, not getting sunk or anything. Okay. Think it over how huge these copper wire things are. Yeah, they are pretty giant. Giant copper, many of the items that you create are just like, wow, this is a really big, this is bigger than a person. There's a lot of wire and a big wire. Alright, so how am I going to do this? I'm going to put a power cable right there. And I'm going to bring that to the wall here. Do. I want this to be on the inside, not on the outside. There. And then you go to there. And then there. And there. And I think this thing should start going, right? Did I tell you what to make? Yep, wire and no power. Oh yeah, I have to actually connect this power to something. That would be helpful. There, and I want to... Where's it? This. If I do that, I can grab off of there. And there we go. The copper feed must feed. How are we doing on power, by the way? Our blue line keeps going up while our gray line does not keep going up. So if all of my factories turned on, I would probably be hurting for power. I probably am going to have to do some giant power factory or power plant at some point that I've been avoiding because I'm trying to use geothermal. The geothermal's been great. I haven't had to make any power plant except all the geothermal I've done so far. But I'm a little worried that I'm going to just run out of geothermal power to use. Okay. Space for the power lines. Okay, let me get the output set up. I'm going to want to be able to have access to this, to all these cables we're making. Okay. And I need half slabs on the outside here. Like that. The wire itself is like a finger's level thickness. Does it even bend? How come we are still not making the single most useful ingredient of duct tape? Good questions. Good questions. Because we don't have, you know, Mythbusters here to give us their infinite supply of duct tape that they have. There we go. But true, true. Why are we not able to make duct tape? What an oversight. Okay, this storage of cables and dimensional storage for cables I probably want to do. This is making a lot of cables per minute. Let me do... do I want more room, or am I okay with it being right next to the wall here? I think I actually do want it to be here. Like that. Like that. Mark 4 belt, output to there. And to there. And we got ourselves some cables. Done lots and lots of cables. Let me get an output for these guys. They aren't lined up correctly with the walls because of how I've done this. You know what? I think I'm going to change these. Am I? Yes, I am. Because of the way I've done these walls. Or not the walls, but the floor being lined up strangely. I want to line up with a wall hole. A wall hole is what I want to line up with. And I just did the wrong one. I love how if I press H, when it tells you you can't build somewhere, it'll just be like, oh, okay, fine, you can build there. Just press H and it'll let you build there. Like right there. Although, that's gonna mess up. I'm gonna be able to get up here with the ladder. Okay. If I move this closer to the wall, it will. Okay. There. That should line up with a wall hole here. There we go. That's what I want, right there. That belt is going to go over my entrance up here, which is, you know, not ideal, but... if it's at straight mode, maybe it won't be too bad. Ah, look at straight mode, making it not even be an issue. Beautiful. There it is. There it is. I come back after some time. Anniversary of partnership is a thing I see. You feel like it was yesterday. I know. It feels like it was just barely just happened. It's crazy. All right. So do I get the dimensional storage set up for this? Because I have other cables. I maybe don't. And just leave these cables available for things I'm going to be making. Like I'm sure other production things I'm going to need are going to make are going to need this. So let me. I swear it's not grabbing the belt. There it is. There. There we go. We now have cables available at what number? Let me figure this out again. The input and output. 360 is, I think, the amount of wire we're supplying, or maybe that's the cable we're making. 30 times 12. We're making 360 cables per minute. Let's, oh, I don't have a wall to put it on there, so I'm going to have to put it... Well, crap. Okay. Just because this is going to look goofy, but just for the sign, I'm making a little alcove there. That looks so dumb. I'll try to put a roof on it that makes it look less stupid another time, but for now. Oh my god, you stupid thing. But I spun it. This is so dumb. It's so dumb that you can't see which way it is while you're placing it. Now that's an oversight, in my opinion. Okay, how much is this? 360. Oh, that's where I want the wires. I want this to be. How am I doing? Am I also excited for Factorio DLC? I know that Math Champ is hugely excited for it. He's super excited. I am, but I don't have plans to play it immediately. Because I have other stuff that I'm planning on playing. But I am excited for it, and I'm curious to see what they're going to add. 360 a minute. Cables. Output. There we go. I keep saying Math Champ. Madman. Madman Math Champ. Madman Math Champ. I'm sorry, Madman. You're here way more than Math Champ is, and my brain just says that name. I have no idea. Sorry. Sorry. Alright, what is this? This is copper cables. Copper wire. What's this? Copper wire. And how many a minute? Is it the double? It's double that number, right? 720 a minute? I think it's 720 a minute. We're both madmen? Yeah. Everybody in here is a madman. 60 times 12. 720 a minute. Okay. And that's in. $7.20 a minute. Wire input. There we go. That white is really bright. Got a little less bright. Now it's kind of pink color. What do I just want it like a kind of an off-white, maybe around yellow. Something like that. How about that? Okay, it looks just as bright. Oh well. Math Man, Mad Champ Pie. Okay. Math Man, now that's a nickname, yeah. Try not to read them to be surprised. What, the path notes or something? Oh yeah, Madman's reading the fat dev post. Gotcha. Okay. Well, actually, I don't. It doesn't even need to be copper wire. It's just wire. It's just wire. There. Okay. There we go. Can I put a ceiling on this or a roof on this so it doesn't look so goofy? Let's find out. I feel like I might need to make it 2 spaces wide, and I don't feel like I can. Maybe I can. Let's see here. Architecture. Oh yeah, I can do like a flat roof here. And it won't look quite so ridiculous, I think. There, and then how do I think it would be a ramp thing, right? Could be one of these things. Okay, that looks not too bad. It looks like I have a little outhouse here or something, but it's fine. There. All that just for the wire input sign. Hey, Kubos Kube, raiding with a party of 4. Welcome, raiders. Can't blame me for the mix-up with no faces to go with the names. Well, it doesn't help that both Math Champ and Madman both have red names, which is weird. Which is funny, you know. When you're a streamer, you remember weird, random things. The things that I remember about my viewers a lot of the time is the color of their name. Like, Madman's name is always red. I'm pretty sure I Watch FTL's is always purple. I think Shogi's is like blue or purple. Like, just those names have a color associated with that person now for me. Alright, so that is cables. What do I want to do now, man? My brain is fried from... We built the Twin Towers today here. Twin Towers with the sun or moon shining right between. How's that for a picturesque view? It's like the meme with Co-Carnage. See that? That is art. I want a picture of that on my wall. That's art. Okay. I just realized how insanely strong our flashlight is. My flashlight is illuminating the entire side of these towers here. Shogi is green for you. Ramses, you're red for me. So I don't know. I guess maybe it just, for some people's chat, it's the same color all the time or something. Okay. Oh, gosh. What is my next goal? You know what I can do? I can go unlock Blueprints Mark II, because I should have the computers for that. I got those in my inventory. I haven't done it. Let's go unlock Blueprints Mark II, and I might play with this, which is actually potentially going to be very useful because... because my builds that I'm coming up on are going to probably not be using constructors, but assembly machines, assemblers, whatever they're called soon. Oh! You know what I haven't done? I haven't blown up this and seen what's under here. Find out what's here. Probably a slug. Sorry, bro. Shouldn't have hung out there. Is it just a blue slug? Is that all that's here? Okay. Okay. Colors for names. Just a pigment of my imagination. Lol. Well done. Well done. Sure, if Pie Boy here were here, he would approve. Alright, let me go. Finally unlock Blueprints. Oh wait, now Madman's yellow. Did you just change your color, Madman? So you'd be a different color from Matt Jam? Alright, there we go. Ba-bam! Blueprints Mark II, baby.
Milestone reached. The Blueprint Mark II improves upon the Mark I in every dimension, except for the metaphysical ones. This improvement was made available due to complaints from pioneers about other pioneers not being capable of managing their space efficiently.
Yeah, I complain about it all the time.
Pioneers, always.
Well, nice. Yellow is the color of crazy, I guess. The color of Madman Crazy. Alright, well, I want to create the larger blueprint thing, so I think I clear this. Grab the materials. Take all. We deconstruct this and make the Blueprint Designer Mark II. See how big this thing is. Special. So this one was 32 by 32 by 32. This one's 40 by 40 by 40. Doesn't seem that much bigger, to be honest. Okay, it overlaps with that. So let's make a little more space over here. I wonder if there is a Mark III blueprint thing. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, Server Noted with the $25. Thank you. You owe me for all the videos you watch to sleep. Thank you so much. It's probably not much. That's huge. That is super generous of you. I really appreciate that. Server Noted, that is above and beyond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this gives us one extra foundation's worth of space. And actually, I wanted to change the name. Load. I want to change this one. I can't load it in this Blueprint Designer, really. That's crazy. You actually can't load blueprints from a smaller Blueprint Designer to a bigger Blueprint Designer. That's crazy. You changed the color to mess with my memory because you're a madman. The color of the cheese wave. There we go. With buildings like that, placing them will be annoying no matter what without flying mode, huh? Yeah. Okay, what's my next goal? Wow, I've unlocked all my tier 6 before I unlocked all my tier 5. Fluid packaging, I've been needing to do this, and I can just do this right now. Copper sheets, steel beams. I think the next thing I'm going to want to automate is steel stuff. Because I want to get modular frames, and then heavy modular frames, and then all the prerequisites, computers. I want to get those automated. Plastic. All these things. We're making really good progress, so I'm really happy with how this is going. Let's see here. I had a little over an hour. What would be the best way to prepare for computers? Let's look at the actually maybe it's the modular frames I'd want to do first, because I think that involves steel, and I probably want to get a train bringing steel to my base. So let me kind of place a couple things to figure out my plan to spend the rest of our day being productive here. So for computers, no. Heavy modular frames, steel beams, modular frames, industrial beams, screws. That's a heavy ask right there. This one would be easier. I already have the plastic. I already have the cables. I'm only missing the circuit boards. I already have the copper sheets and plastic, actually. Wow, so I could do... If I make a circuit board factory and then a computer factory, I have everything I need for that right now. Is that right? Copper sheets, plastic. Circuit boards, cable, plastic. Yes. Okay. Alright. I was going to go do steel. But let's... In the little over an hour I have... Let's make a blueprint for an assembly factory. That's what I should do. So assembly factory to use similar spacing to my other factories. The time to play with blueprints. So I always want to put the ground with the skinny foundations covering this, I think. I want to start this. Play with our new foundation thing we just created. So, assemblers are gonna need two inputs. So, say this is the front. I need to figure out how I'm going to be the orientation of these things. So that's where the floor will be. That'll be the floor. Give me a ladder up to this floor. Okay. Do I want the same one middle space that I had before, where it's misaligned, offset? Well, assembler machines are wider. So... let me first figure out how wide these things are. What I think I want is half of it off the edge here, with the front hanging off here, so I can have a walkway down the middle. Is that the width of one? Yes, it's the width of one. So yeah, if I did that... I think if I did that, I'm pretty sure a vertical thing would be off. Yeah, that's overlapping the blueprint, so that's not going to work. So it needs to be... over one space, and this one splits the middle here. Should be right. Right there. Then this guy moves over. So something like that. We have our... Do I want this all to move over one space so I'll have more room? If I want to be able to fit 3 here, can I fit 3 here if I do it like this? Does it fit? Damn. Damn, it doesn't fit if I want to give it space. So I think I'm going to have these be as close to each other as possible for this to fit 3. So... okay. Trying to be efficient with space, like what's-her-face keeps telling me. There. Close as I can put it. There. And that's definitely not going to fit 3. Okay, so I think what I need to do is start with where I want it to be at the very end over here, and then fit 3 from that end. Maybe halfway there. I start halfway there. Is that split in the middle? Let's split in the middle. And it needs to go back one space there. That, 1, 2, 3. And that gave me a little bit of extra space on this side. Okay. This is going to be awkward because if I want to make this modular, if it doesn't fit, you must make dated references to infamous courtroom trials. Okay. Something about a glove fitting or not fitting, something like that. How do I make this modular? I liked the idea. I liked that I was able to make that last one pretty modular. I think in order to make this modular, I need this one. And the size of these assemblers are just very, very awkward. Get our walkway so we have this to gauge off of. Let's also make sure with the placement I'm doing these fit in. Okay, this barely fits in. That's the right side there. And that goes through there. So that's similar to what we did with the constructor. It's just getting the spacing so I can make this modular. That's the big challenge now. Oh, if I hit control over, I can get it that close. Okay. Okay, I think that's going to be my best modular placement right there. What is going to be weird is there's going to be a space. Okay. I know how to make this modular, I think. That guy is at the edge of that side. This guy at the edge of that side, and there will be a very small space between them. And this guy right here. Alright, so what I want is them to be evenly spaced to make this modular. So if I evenly space them around this middle one, I think this will make this modular once I remove this side. So probably overly being overly meticulous with this, but I'm okay with that. Trying to like guesstimate the spacing here. Think like that, and then this guy is over one more nudge, which is not there, but control nudge to the right. Now, is that evenly spaced? Yes! That looks great. And now, if I delete this one, this ledge, the right side of this one will be evenly spaced with the left side of this one. That's what I'm trying to do. Very nice, very nice. And then what I can do is I can remove these guys. Put half slabs underneath this, I think is what I want to do. With half slabs, I might even be able to put, well, I was going to say the walkway around this, but if we have this being right at the edge again, we probably won't walkway. So this is inputs. So for an example, these are for circuit boards 15 and 30. Okay, so we can do tier 1 inputs for each of these guys. And this is right at the edge. I could not be more efficient with my space. Ada. Could not be more efficient. Alright, so there's one side. Very nice. Okay, now let's make this other side exactly the same. Balanced as all things should be. I wonder if I can put the half guys and I'll let me place them or not. Let's see. That's lined up. Yes. No. What were you pointing at? It's like, oh yeah, I'm pointing right so it's perfectly even. You are not pointing at the thing. You're lining up with the output of that is what's throwing me off. Here, and that should be lined up with the output. Okay. I guess it automatically wants to line up inputs with outputs is probably why that was doing that. Okay, I think that looks right. There. Ever since I've learned that you can control nudge, oh, it's made placing things so much better. You can control nudge things, and I love it. I need a stack of those guys. Take both of them. Okay. So are those evenly lined up? I think they are. Okay, good. And then we set up power lines and then belts. This guy on the left side. Put it right there. Change this. Nope, no, that placement's actually good. I just want it to go one space to the right. Right. So that be even. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. In my opinion, should just line up with the entire building first and output. That's kind of scuffed. I don't know what you mean. If I want to make this a modular build, I need space on this side for the floor above to have space for storage. I don't know if you're talking about the spacing between these guys or not, but honestly, if I was going to do this modular, I'd want one more here. I'd scrunch them together and want one more here. Do I want to do that, actually? Lining up mode should line up buildings the same size by center point. Oh, you're talking about the lining up mode. Not by the input-output holes, yeah. You know what? The thing you said is not what I'm thinking about right now, but now I'm wondering if I want to make this starter one with more space here, and then the modular pieces have them closer together, actually. Input-output holes, giggity. Yeah, I know, right? You know, I think I'm changing my mind. I think I want these to all be as close to each other as they can be. So I can have more space on the right for the starter piece, and then the modular pieces, I get rid of all this stuff and have... I can fit one more. Okay, let me see if that'll work, actually. I am, like, changing my mind so much right now. Let me see how far over I can get one of these guys. H over. That's the furthest over to the left I can get it. So if I went like that, this might actually be worth doing, getting these machines as close to each other as I can get them. Be even more efficient with my space. Like, can I go to left one if I control nudge? No. So that's the closest I can get that. 2. H. Control nudge that one closer. So I can get 3 there. And that actually leaves me extra space for storage on the floor above. And then when I do the modular piece, I can add another one next to this, maybe. Will it line up if I add 2 more? I can't add 2 more. So what I liked about the even spacing is that they'd be evenly spaced when I modularly place them. Can I go control left? No, that's the closest I can get. So if I do that, now they won't. I'm trying to think if I do a modular thing. I could get one more machine in this way, but then there'd be this space. There'd be this space between. Maybe there wouldn't be if I did a half piece underneath here, actually. And then it could line up the half piece. I think this might be doable. For the modular one, if I place that, remove this, and put half piece under, then that would connect. I think this will work. Okay, I think I want to do this. I think I want to do this. Okay, so I'm replacing all this stuff. This really is my playing with blueprints day on stream. Let me make sure I can place a power pole on the edge here. Okay. Cool, that will work. Good. Good. I'm liking this better. I am liking this better. Is the overlap the same here? Yes, that looks good. And we do these as close to each other as we can. Lined up, good. There, close together as we can. Lined up, very good. Watch your head, power pole looks unstable. Okay, that's fine. Ah. Oops. I have that hanging off, I do, so off right there. There. I like that better. That's tighter, and then I can modularize it with half foundations. Modularize, it's the technical term. Alright, let's get the inputs back set up. Hope none of these overlap with the blueprint to say you can't do that. Very good. I do not know what that was trying to connect to. Oh, I was trying to connect to the actual blueprint frame or something. That was weird. Okay, so that would be all the inputs. Let me figure out the belts for these. So, splitters. I think what I want to do is... line up these guys just on top of each other for the two different items. There. And then the inputs are tier 1 belts. So we just do that. And that. Just do the straight ones and then the not straight ones. Straight. Straight. Whamambola with the 54 months in a row. Subbage. Thank you. What's up? What's up with you? What's up? What's up? Hope you're having a good Friday, my friend. Wham! That's totally his catchphrase. Wham Bambola enters a room. A wild Wham Bambola appears. Am I out of regular iron plates? I am. And then we do tier 4. Whoa, whoa! I just pressed the debug button, whatever that is. All right, and then we do tier 4s for the inputs across here. Who's that? Who is that guy on Cooking Channel? Bam! Emerald Agassi or Emerald something like that. That's what Wham Bambola is. Totally that guy. Alright, so that looks good. And this is going to be... Yes, I'm going to be able to modularize this. Okay. Keep going on the wrong side of that ladder. Okay. Then the next floor up will be the output. So let's figure that size out. 1, 2, 3. There. Ladder. There. That looks weird, but it'll do. Okay. Weird is what I'm going for, so thank you. Very good. Okay. And this is going to be the floor where we're doing storage. So the outputs, these things are usually pretty slow, right? Like if I'm making circuit boards, it's 7.5 a minute. Yeah, okay. So we do mark 1 belts as the outputs. Although I think that's too high. I think I want the output floor to line up with the bottom floor rather than having these half frames. So how would I do that? I would do that this and do the full frame this. And would I do this? That would look like, that would make the belts be going, look like they'd be going through. So then I'd put a half frame here. I think I like this better. Slowly zeroing in on how I'm wanting these things to be. Half frames pointed outwards. The opposite of this one. I actually want these to be the other way. I'm even being particular about which direction my half frames are facing. There we go. That. I think this game cares not if you go for weird or not. No, no, the spaghettier the bettier. That's really what it is. The spaghettier the bettier. There, so this one's too tall actually. Uh-oh, spaghettier. There. Real question is, will I be able to fit storage with this setup? I think I will, which is great. Okay, this wall is lined up with the wrong. No, this is set up correctly. I thought I corrected this. Oh my god, I uncorrected this. Did I not? I'm so confused. Crap. I think I just overcomplicated this whole thing, actually. I think I just need to go like this. And that lines up perfectly, doesn't it? Yeah. Look at me, overcomplicating things as usual. Okay, okay, that's fine. Well, that makes it easier to not place weird half slabs then. Yeah, this is better. This is better. Slightly abnormal, a bit weird. Full-on logistical porn. As long as it works, it's satisfactory, lol. Well, now this one is over. What the? What did I do? Oh my god, I messed up because of the ladders there. Or I messed it up because of this frame. Okay, there. Should be like that. There we go. That should be right. And that fits. Beautiful. Like a glove. Okay, so there we go. Now I should be able to fit a storage thing in a way that works well. So this guy... my storage... will be right here, lined up with this. I'm getting better at these blueprints, I'm telling myself. Accidentally fat finger tab. When I move, screws up. Okay. That leaves space there, so that looks good. Okay. Okay. Am I putting in the walls for this? Yes, I think I am. I can't do the output walls with that. But they're set up for the outputs like that. You're taking mental notes since you've not dealt with blueprints at all and you're learning? Nice. Yeah, the blueprints are cool, but they take some learning and getting used to in this game. They're definitely different than Factorio, where you just highlight something and that becomes a blueprint. It's way easier in Factorio. But I'm trying to not make too many positive comments about Factorio, because then Mad Men will just say, I told you so, over and over. So, trying to not go too hard into the Factorio love. I swear I pressed H there. There. Okay, good. Very nice. Control, for those who don't know, if you press H while placing something, it goes into hologram mode. You can move around and look at how things line up. And if you press left and right, it'll nudge. And if you hold control left, right, it nudges by a small amount. A very, very, very useful thing that I am using more and more as I create more and more complex builds. Or maybe more and more fleshed out builds might be the better way to say it. For all Mark 1s. And we do Mark 4 outputs. Okay, I think we are almost done with the front part, and then we will add the modular part after this. So, do I put in a power pole connection since I'm doing the walls? I think I am going to do the power pole connection, so... And on the bottom floor... Ah, that overlaps, so I can't do that. So I'll have to put in the initial power thing and plug it into that. Alright, and do I put in more walls to completely wall this in like this is the entire width of my factory? I think I won't do walls, because I might want to widen this. I'll do the front wall so I have my inputs of belts or output thing location. Do I want the inputs... I feel like sometimes these inputs are going to come from the side, from the front, from the other side, so I think I'm not going to do any more than this. And this is going to be... what are these things called? Assemblers. It's going to be my assembler factory... What am I say this as? Assembler factory front. Front piece of assembler factory blueprint. And we put an assembler for this one, which is... Which one's an assembler? Is that a I think that's a foundry? Or is that an assembler? I can't tell. There's between an assembler and a foundry. This is it, right there. Okay. Save. And then we're gonna change this. I'm gonna take out... Am I gonna take out the walls? I'm gonna take out the walls. And I'm gonna make this... I'm going to try to make this modular. And the way I said I was going to do that was put in half frames here. Which will allow me to put one more... guy here. Can I do a quarter frame? Is there a quarter frame? Foundation? There probably isn't, is there? There isn't, but what I can do is go like this. Start from this end. Go across like this, and this will work. Yeah, that. This will let me put one more of these guys in and modularly connect it, I hope. That is the plan anyway. Closer as I can get it. There. Let's make it one more assembler machine, and I need to change the power poles. So this one come to this guy that will plug into the other end, basically. How's that one full and this one's not? I'm confused. What else are you connected to? Oh, this one wasn't plugged in. Wait, was it? Ah, crap. I had one not plugged in on my other blueprint. I'm going to have to load that one and fix it. There. Okay. So that gets me one more machine in. And I should be able to now get one more splitter connected here. I don't even know if this is good to have this modular this way. This is going to let me do 3 into 4 machines. So it'll be like 3, then 7, then 10. No, then 11, then 15. It's going to be weird numbers of machines, I think, but fine, it's fine. I can always delete one as I need to. Mark 1 to there. 1 to there. To there. To there. And yes, I'm going to need to turn this into half foundations as well. Manifold is supposed to be somewhat self-balancing, but you're no expert. Yeah, this is a manifold design. I am doing manifold for my factories. I'm pretty sure it's not the most efficient, but for factories, I'm kind of okay with that. I use balanced, I think, is the other version when I do my miners and smelters. But for my factories, I'm usually just fine with manifold design. Okay, so that's this, and I can connect this to the edge of the other one, and it should hopefully line up well. Let's get the top floor fixed as well. So this top floor does not need storage. It needs to connect to another merger, I think. This, the half guy I can grab, half guy there. That should line up with all of those guys there. Okay. Manifold, let's see. Manifold is superior for modularly extending factories. Totally. Totally. I totally knew that. I totally knew that even before he said it. Totally. There. And I believe for my modularly extending thing here, I want to do this. Does that line up there? Yes. Be that direction. Should be good. This is my attempt of doing modularly connected, not even a word, blueprints. Modular, dude. Totally modular. Permanently modular. Haven't checked for anything. Do the blueprints have any height restrictions? I think so. But I guess I can find out right now. That would be a yes. Yeah. Looks like you can't go above the max height, I think. Okay. And this should connect to the other one that I set up. These are all evenly spaced. Modular design, I think. Do I need to do anything to the back here? I need to plug one of these in and see. But I think this is good. I need to load my other one because one of my power lines wasn't connected, and I think I removed the ladder, and this is good. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this ladder. I'm gonna save this as my modular assembly factory. Expansion. Expand. Modular assembler factory expand. This is modular piece of assembler factory blueprint. Modular piece. Seems good. Although maybe I want to change a color so I know that it's just a different piece. So maybe make it yellow. There. M-A-F-E for short. Yeah, MAFE. Everybody knows what MAFE is. What's up? I'm Tim Punkt. Glad to have you. We're playing with blueprints. Okay, so that's saved. Now I want to load this one. And I need to... Oh, I'm stuck in the wall. I'm stuck in the wall. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Reload it. Load blueprint. That guy. And now I need to fix the wires that I screwed up. Or I missed connecting a wire, I think. Let's see where this missed wire was. There. That wire was not connected. Everything else looks good, though, I think. Yes, alright. So we saved that. That was all I was missing from this one. And then we go try to build this and see if this will work. Save. Confirm. And we go into blueprints. Edit and undefined. I need to make a new add category. New category. How do I edit this category? Category is empty. Add subcategory.
Subscribing.
And we call this
Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
assembler factory. How do I... Oh, here we go. Edit. Icon. This guy should be that. Apply. That's the same as smelting. Let's do something that looks different. Oh, gosh. Not that many good things here. House. I guess. And then this one. Assembler factory. And you can look like chest. So they look different. Okay, and then we want to front goes to here. Modular part goes to here. Apply changes. Okay. Excellent pronunciation, you've heard worse. Okay, nice. Well, I mean, E-I-N, I assume is Ein, like the German Eine kleine Nachtmusik or something. And thank you for the 5 months of subage. Appreciate it. Alright, so I think that's good. So those two are loaded and saved, so I can clear, get my materials back. Take all. And let's go build a factory. We got 25 minutes with a blueprint. Maybe I can quickly build a... factory of some sort. What is it I'm trying to build? I'm working towards computers, so it would be a GPU, graphics card. I don't know, something factory. Or it's just Tim. Okay, Tim. Translates to one Tim, full stop. Or it's a Tim, period. Okay, nice. Either one of those are great names. It's a Tim? Well, one of my best friends, his name is Tim, so glad to have you. New Tim, other Tim, friend Tim. Alright, I'm going to put this one right here. Tim is a wonderful person to be. Tim is the best name ever. It's a pretty good name. I can't fault you. It's a pretty good name. Okay, how do I want to do this? I kind of want to go that direction with it. Which would mean... 2, 3 was 5 wide. So if I went to right there, this is the middle. There. See how this will fit. There are some who call me Tim. Gotta love Tim the Enchanter. Tim the Enchanter. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if I can just place this blueprint and if it'll be beautiful and perfect. Let's find out. I think I want it to go... Okay, I need to bring it back a bit. Back it up, back it up, back it up. My daddy taught me good. There. That look good? I think that looks good. I have some overlapping floor pieces that I'll need to get rid of. Rid of the overlapping pieces if I can. Let's actually just deconstruct all of these and see what pieces were overlapping. All of them, okay. Okay. Looks pretty good. Tim is a great name because it's shortened to the point. Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. Alright, now if I do the modular piece, will this overlap over here? It looks like I left enough space, so let's do the modular piece. I haven't even figured out how much stuff I have available. This is just kind of the test, just kind of testing the modular blueprint here. What is overlapping? Oh, nothing's overlapping. I'm missing iron plates times 505. Okay, let me go get some iron plates real quick then. This factory right over here is overflowing with iron plates. You gonna head out for dinner forecast? See you in a few hours? Your full trust is in me, my king. Okay. Here. Yes, I am your king. Trust in me, or I will fire you. Off with your head. Okay, let me take all, and then bam, bam. I look forward to our enshrouded fun tonight. Forecast. I'll see you later, sir. Okay. Oh my god, this thing isn't centered. It's ruined. I have to go fix this. This is just... How did I not notice that? How the hell did I not notice that? We're going to fix our blueprint. It's ruined. I can't do it. My OCD will just instantly hate that. I have to fix both of them because I'm sure the modular one is like that too. Expect Shogi to be fired no less than 3 times tonight. You know it. I'll work on firing as much as possible. I mean, the king will fire whoever he sees fit. Okay. Is this one? Yeah, this one's... This is the modular one. Okay, the front one, front piece. So... G. Deconstruct all those guys. Deconstruct Oh, crap. Thought I hit G here. All those guys. This. Alright, let me get my splitters out. Okay, how did I... Okay, I don't know how I screwed that up. Time to fix it. That one is... Is that lined up? I think that's lined up. That's lined up. I think it is, but let me check. Straight. That's straight. That looks straight. Oh, this is wrong. That's right. And then the top one goes to that one. Okay. That should be right. And that should be right. That guy goes there. That guy goes there. This has been a fun stream. I was not expecting to go so hard into blueprints today, but it was good that I got practice with blueprints because I've been wanting to use them and I feel like I haven't been using them to full effect. So we're finally getting some modular factories where I feel like I'm getting a better feel for how blueprints work. Alright, is that lined up in the middle and evenly distributed? Yes, okay. Let's get the Mark IV belts. That. I have to redo all of this on the modular one as well. You know what? I don't know if I even plugged in the top guys on the last... Yeah, I think I did it. Respect my commitment to the symmetrical aesthetics. Thanks. It's more like my OCD can't handle it if I don't do it this way, but... Okay, that should be good. Hopefully this is the last fix I need to... This. Save blueprint. And then now we load... Clear. We load... Modular assembler. And these guys aren't lined up in the middle either, so I gotta fix all that. Waiting for all that to go. Okay. Just the splitters. There. And then... There. Trying to make use of the filter thing that's available, which is very nice. Filtering on dismantling here. So I'm only selecting these things. Good. Yes. Symmetricality. Is that even a word? It's important. Definitely important. Alright, start on the back. So, splitter. What's the middle? Middle is here. And H. There. And there. There. There we go. Let's do the Mark IVs across first. Mark 1s. I think I can just keep this on default because it's straight anyway. Symmetry. Symmetry, the most important thing. Symmetricality. Just gonna make up a new word. Strategery. Strategery, okay? We have to use strategery. Okay. That all looks symmetrical, plugged in, correct in the middle. Yes, that all looks much better. Save. Yes. Overwrite it. And then clear. Get my stuff. I'm overloaded with stuff right now. So those guys in there. Hopefully I can take all. Okay, there we go. And are my blueprints updated? It looks like they updated them. I hope so anyway. Sim my tree or sim your tree? Sim everybody's tree. We're an equal opportunity symmetry here. Freaking autosave lag. It was so good early game. Now the autosave lag is getting worse and worse the later we go. Alright, here we go. Hopefully I can line this up correctly. Blueprint, front, turn it around this way. There. I think that's right. We have an overlapping piece right here that I'll construct. The game general starts to chug from time to time. That was just you lagging? No, it's my game. It's my game. It just gets laggy. It just gets laggy. Alright, that I think is good. This is all straight and looking good. Now, let's see if we have enough pieces to make the other part. And it doesn't help that because I've crashed a number of times, I have autosave every minute. So every minute I'm going to have some sort of that lag, the autosave lag, so. Is that the correct direction? I think so. Beautiful. Looks good. All right. There's a quickly thrown together assembler factory, which probably has more stuff than I can make. So I need to figure out how many materials I actually have available for what I'm trying to make here, which is circuit boards. And I have two different versions of it. I was going to plan on doing this version because I already have the copper sheets. This makes 7.5 a minute. This makes 8.75 a minute. Takes quick wire that I don't have. I'm not using the copper sheets for anything. So, 15 copper sheets and 30 plastic per minute. How much do I have available? That's the question. Let's go see how much we have available. We got 10 minutes. I'm not going to be able to get all this done, I don't think. No, because I'd have to bring all the plastic over. I can figure out how much I can do. So I have 160 plastic a minute. 160 plastic a minute available. And copper sheets I have how much? 240 available. So, those are my two numbers. Let's go see how many circuit boards per minute we could do with those numbers. And I'm going to mark this. I meant to do this all over one space, didn't I? That's okay, I'm going to do a corner like I did before. just so I can have a wall to record things. I'm actually going to put those two numbers up here right now so it helps me remember. Upside down piece of trash. Man, stop it. Jesus. Anybody know why it's doing this for me? Anybody else have this issue? I feel like it's because I'm looking up at it, and it's something, it has to do with something with the angle, but I have no idea. It's really dumb. Okay. I feel like it's the angle that I look at it or something. Okay, so 160 rubber a minute. Rubber? Plastic. Plastic is blue. It is really silly. You're not wrong. Parts. Plastic. 160 per minute plastic input. Hope you remember that number. And then this one is 240 copper sheets in. 240 a minute. Plastic, copper, sheets, input. There we go. That's how much we have available. I might not use that much, and I might change those numbers, but that's what we currently have available. Yeah, I know. Please give me upside down signs. That's really what I want for the default. Totally. And let me do some math here. So 15 copper. So the limiting factor is going to be the plastic. So 30 per minute plastic. So 160 divided by 30. I could do 6 of these machines, which would be basically I take off the back part. Is that what I have? 6 in my initial. I think I do have 6 on the initial build. The modular thing worked great, and I don't even need it. I'm going to get rid of the expansion, because I'm pretty sure 6 is all I have the plastic to support, and that's what this front section is. So we'll do 6 of these. Which, and actually we won't even be able to, it's 5.33. Do I only want to do 5 machines and have a little bit of plastic left over? I probably do. Or I want to, what I usually do is I down underclock. So 1 machine, we need 5.33333 machines, repeating of course. So let me copy, paste, 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 paste. And this back right machine, we're going to underclock to 33%. Which I can double click this and do 33%. And so 5.33 machines is what we're doing. So that will be, how much plastic will that be? It's 30 per, so 30 times 5.33333. So we're going to be using 159.9999 plastic. Is that right? Yes. And it's probably not worth doing this, but I'm going to do that. Okay, so how much copper are we going to be using per minute? $15 times 5.33333. 15 times 5.33333. Okay. 79.95 copper sheets a minute. Using. We'll have lots of copper sheets left over. 79.9. 79.95. And how many circuit boards are we making? 7.5 times 5.33. 7.5 times 5.33. 399.75 a minute. That's a lot. That's actually... hopefully that will be a decent amount for making a computer factory next time. That's what's going to be our next goal. It's going to be a computer factory next stream. At least that seems like a lot. Maybe it's not that much. I already forgot the number. 399.75. 399.75 a minute. Circuit boards output. There we go. That's what this will be once it's plugged in. I misplaced a decimal point, did I? Oh, you're right. You're right. No wonder that number was so high. Damn. 7.5 times 5.33. 39. Okay, that's way fewer. Damn. Okay. Damn, I thought I was going to have so many of these guys. 39.975. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, well. Okay. Well, hopefully that'll still be a decent amount to make computers for next time. I might have to do some expansion. Because I want to play off stream and have these be making, I'm going to plug all this in real quick. Can I do it real quick? Ah, man, we're basically out of time. I think I'm going to do a temporary plugin that I'll probably make look better. But I'm going to quickly plug these guys in. I'm not going to make all the road and everything. I'm just going to get it plugged in enough that it'll be making if I play off stream and do like some filling in of walls and things. Just so that it'll be working. Because the copper sheet output and the plastic output are both in pretty good shape. So, how many copper sheets a minute do I need? Only 79. So if I use a 1 tier, this is going to be my temporary output just to get access. Just so these things are building over the weekend. Anytime I decide to get some playtime in. I don't even have the output for the plastic setup. Just gonna, again, quick and dirty, temporary. Plastic output right here. Throwing this together. This, how much did I need for this? Oh god, I already forgot. Grab a tier 3 belt and I'll upgrade it if I need to. It's temporary, Chad. It's temporary. You know how it goes. It's all temporary. Can never get away from temporary. Well, not when I'm trying to stream and keep things moving and only have a limited amount of time each stream, you know. Oh crap, this is the road. Don't put this on the road. Get off the road, get off the road. Wrong road. Wrong road. That would really mess up my trucks. Imagine my truck coming on here. Who put this conveyor belt here? Some dumbass doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, so let me... This. Do that. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little better. I say this is temporary, and then I'm actually trying to make it actually look pretty decent. Okay. Make it look good enough is what I'm going for right now. Good enough. Okay. So quick, so dirty. That's what I'm doing right now. Only to like change ramps and stuff, but this'll do what I need for now. Okay, middle is there, so we go to there. There. There, I'm trying to speed run this build is what I'm trying to do. Okay, so there's the inputs. I need to get power. About to say, you think I'll mess up my trucks. Yeah, I'm glad you, you noticed that too, eh? You noticed that too. Okay, power line is... Where'd I put it? Put it up there. So what I want is an indoor power line right, or a two-sided power line right there. And that leads to the guy right there. That'll connect them all. There. They should start going. I did not connect something. What the hell? Oh, I never connected the copper sheet output over here. Okay, I'm gonna get that going. Partner anniversary bonus. What's that? Oh yeah, partner anniversary bonus stream. Very slight bonus. There. Okay, that should get copper sheets going. It's my partner anniversary bonus stream to you, chat. How many is that? 79, 159. So tier 3 belt is enough. Okay, so things should be powered. I need to plug these power things in. Which, actually they are plugged in, aren't they? So they're just missing materials. And actually, hopefully with my blueprint being in good shape, this will just go. Let's see. I see plastic and copper sheets going. I should start seeing some circuit boards turn green and start showing up. Let's see if this is done. If this happens, if this completes, this is GG cookie time. We just need to see circuit boards start coming out of each one of these guys. Get a bird's eye view here. Come on, circuit boards. Good enough, TM. That's right. And the reason I want to do this is just because I'm sure I'll want to play some over the weekend off stream where I'm like just filling in stuff that I didn't want to do on stream because I wanted to get more stuff done. But circuit boards, circuit boards, circuit boards. Beautiful. I just want to make sure I see one come out of that back one right there. I see it. That is a GG, my friends. We got circuit boards. Wow, we did a lot today. We got wire. We got cables. We got copper sheets. We got circuit boards, and we got a couple new blueprints that are going to be super useful. As my power shuts down. Yeah, you might be right. I just kind of threw this all together, didn't worry about power. What's our power grid? That's fine. The gray line is fine. The thing is, half of my factories aren't even working because they're all backed up because I am not syncing anything or using things from my dimensional portal quickly enough. But that is a big jump there. Off stream, just so you all know, what I probably will work on is to do things like fill in walls. I might play with more of these, you know, roof things because that looks pretty cool, and I might want to do more with that, with stuff up there. I might clean up. I might clean up this quick and dirty thing I did up here, and you know, fill out foundations and all that stuff. Thanks for the 2,000 bits, Nietzsche. Max computers is double the generators. Let's hope nothing starts up. Max comp is double the generators. True. I don't... Well, the plastic might turn on with us using the plastic. I guess I'll find out if I play over the weekend and things start shutting down, I guess. We'll find out. But very productive day today. I'm very happy with what we did. We got, you know, the copper truck delivery. I might need to clean up the delivery, whatchamacallits, the delivery paths, but I'm very happy with what we did today. We learned a little bit about roofs and these little corner ramps and up-down corner ramps. Things are starting to really look good. I'm enjoying this playthrough very much. I'm loving the blueprints. The quality of life stuff they've added has made so much of this playthrough so much fun. So, as I always say, my friends, thank you for all the support. Bits, follow, subs, give to subs, lurking, hanging out, all that amazing stuff. If you want to, shout out to Mr. Shogi 3000, myself, Shogi, Ramses, and I believe Forecast will be playing some Enshrouded tonight over on his stream. So come hang out for that in about a little under 4 hours. So things are coming up, Millhouse. That's right. So I'm going to save my game, and my friends, you all have a great rest of your night, a great weekend if I don't see you. And until next time, peace out, happy gaming. I will see you all next time. So until then, later, my friends, and good luck on your own FTL, Satisfactory, whatever you do. Later, my friends. Enjoy the sea shanty.